Donovan Moorhead.
Like Seymour.
Bro, I don't know. I have to see it, bro. But I'll give you a call after this.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, of course. I got you, Trey. I'll you.
All right, thank you. I got you, man. Thank you.
He's an old head. We did a song as a video and shit. I don't know. It's really tough to. I don't know what's going on there.
Oh my God.
But you know, old people, bro. They just don't know what they're doing with technology and shit. So it could really be in any number of things. It could be like some really stupid shit, and he's just
No. But see,
confused.
That
So I gotta help him like that.
That was a fake name. That was not a real name. That was someone getting his go. That was Seymour, like Seymour Phil.
See, I don't know. Like, because I was thinking like maybe somebody got the beat and like registered it already, and there's a metadata or something. Or I don't know. I don't know what he's talking about.
Oh, and he's just reading the metadata.
I don't know, bro. I gotta figure it out.
I don't know.
So all right. So we hit record.
Yeah.
It's gonna record and onto that. So when do you want to start?
Is it recording yet?
I can start right now.
Yeah, go ahead. 100%. Yeah. And welcome to the Randy Savagery Show. That's already been going. I always get that. I like that. I like to get the little, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, were you like before you hit record?
Bro, that phone call was funny as fuck. I don't even think you know. I don't think you'll realize. Like when I chop it up and put some fucking sounds to it, it's gonna be great.
Like some shit like that.
Yeah, dude. All right, so yeah, welcome to the Randy Savagery Show podcast, and we are here today with Danny G. Tell them about yourself, bro. I'll let you let them know about you.
I'm a producer. I'm a producer and audio engineer. I work in the city of Detroit. Predominantly, I'm in that space right now. Working with a lot of artists from Michigan right now.
He also enjoys long walks on the beach. He is into so that's pretty cool, dude. And when it comes to the type of music, is it usually what is it? Is it hip hop? Is it fucking rock and roll? Is it
no hip hop predominantly?
All right,
rap. You know, like
I do know. So, because he's being kind of modest, he's worked with definitely some people of notoriety, at least in our area, and I definitely on fucking line, massive.
Vezo, I swear Vezo, Rio Da Yung OG,
Yeah.
Crispy Life Kid, YSR Grams,
With a K, bitch.
Shitty Boyz, shout out to Shitty Boyz for real.
Yeah.
Man, real Peasy, Band Gang. I've worked with a lot of people actually by now. I still have. There's a lot of artists in the city that I still want to work with. I have. Draco, the Ruler, Filthy Rich. Those guys are from Cali. I work with them. Or I've worked with Draco, the Ruler. I got like one song with him.
So
Filthy, I talk to Filthy on the regular. So we're working on shit all the time.
do they like beat wise? Do they try like for the West Coast or East Coast? How does that kind of
Detroit? Man, this is like that's the sound. I like the Detroit sound. But I did get Draco. Actually, Crispy Life got me that shit. Okay. He was like, I'm about to do a song with Draco, and he's like, I need a beat for that. And I just had this really hard ass like West Coast beat, and he's like, that's it right there, and we did it.
All right.
Yeah, that shit was sick too because I seen my boy sent me Draco's like live. Like I'm in the studio recording Crispy Life, and then he sends it over like that later that night. He was doing it, you know, California time's like 3 hours behind, so it's late as fuck. And then he's on the line. My boy's like, yo, check this out.
Right. It's like 10 o'clock for him, and you're fucking dying sleepy.
Yeah, it's like 4 in the morning. 4 or 5 in the morning.
So would you say that comes a lot with because I mean, out of everyone I know in our area, like, because all right, so first off, everybody, like, I know him before any music stuff, right? That's how I know him. So, and like, also, I've known for I think maybe 2 years, at least 1 full year, that you've been like doing this music stuff with like the biggest rappers in our area. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I knew that, but what I didn't do was look it up myself. Because people just say shit, you know what I mean?
Right, yeah.
People say a bunch of fucking shit, you know? All the time. So, like, unless you got, like, the documents or any fucking, I mean, some good proof or, like, two people shaking hands or something, you know? A good deep fake, something.
Yeah.
I wanted to ask, though, let's go back, let's rewind a little bit. How did this all start? Like, I remember you, like, I remember you sitting high on the motherfucking couch.
Oh, shit.
Chilling. That's what I'm just being, oh, no, I'm sorry. I also remember you at a party, and you were sober with me.
Oh, yeah.
At fucking, what's his name? Small's house with the Indian people. Shout out to Indian people. Shout out to Indian people. I love Indians.
Yeah, yes, I do remember that. And I was going upstairs. I went upstairs, and the one dude was just like, "Hey, what are you doing? What are you doing?" I'm like, "Bro, I'm just trying to like get away from everything for a second, bro." Like this motherfucker thought I was about to go in his room. I can swear.
Yeah, you can swear.
Oh, all right.
Yeah. We want to try to always go 10 minutes. Because if you can make 10 minutes on YouTube, no swears, full monetization.
Oh shit! Hell yeah! Oh
no, it doesn't even matter though. I don't care at all because I always mess it up right in the beginning. I always throw an F-bomb, probably a good 4 in.
Yeah.
But so how did it start? I want to know.
Like just music in general, like
I guess
producing?
Start wherever you want. No, yeah, start from the music part. Did you always is that why you were over at their house? Everybody, because they all did the hip hop thing. I did the drug sales thing. You know?
Yeah, you know, I was involved in extracurricular activities for the longest. Even before I got into music.
Oh yeah.
And I got into music right after I got into trouble for some of those extracurriculars. Logan Muncie, shout out young Muncie.
Muncie.
Yeah, I fucked with Muncie for a long way because he was the first person to buy a beat for me. Yeah, ever. So he's always supported me. Like even when I started making beats, I was so trash at it, but he still was making songs on it. And like he wasn't as good as he is now. Like he definitely wasn't as bad at rapping as I was at producing at the time. So
okay, all right, I'll take that.
But yeah, no, it's around. I remember when I was a little kid, I always liked music, obviously. Who doesn't?
Yeah.
But I liked hip hop. I always liked hip hop like as young as I can remember. And I remember just being like, I don't know how this is made, you know, like a rock band, you know, oh that's a guitar, those are drums. A lot of the hip hop stuff, like, you know, there's synths and different things, and I'm just like, how do you make that? Like it wasn't somebody on a drum set, you know, so I didn't understand that stuff. But I always was interested. I was always like drawn to it. And then but yeah, anyways, it was around 2011 or 12, one of my buddies, his name was Dalton, he had a drum machine. He was a musician, like he played the drums, but he was into all types of different music, but he had this little drum machine.
What happened to Dalton? Is Dalton not around? Where is he?
No, he lives somewhere in like North Carolina or something.
Okay.
But shout out to Dalton though, he's a really solid dude. He literally let me borrow this drum machine for like a year, bro. And I didn't do anything with it. That's the crazy thing. Like, I didn't do shit with it. I was fucking around with it. I didn't know how to sequence it into a song or anything. I just was like playing with the sounds. Okay. But I wasn't like, I was interested, bro, but I just didn't have the drive to like really figure it out at first.
Okay.
And then, man, I want to say 2013, I seen some videos of like Lex Luger.
Lex Luger, that was the first one I saw.
Yeah, he was making beats on FL Studio.
Yes.
And I had known about FL Studio because my buddy like showed me Fruity Loops like 3 or some shit when we were kids.
Probably Chopped and Screwed before that too stuff, right? You probably heard some of that. I just personally heard some like, you know that southern like gangsters from the south.
Yeah, like that's like that
southern
Texas
house
sound.
I forget what they were called. Swisher House.
Yeah. What else? 3-6 Mafia.
Oh yeah.
I was really into like the 808 Mafia sound, like Gucci Mane.
Yeah.
And like, I was into Gucci Mane like 2009, 10, 11, like
Pounds in the trash can.
Waka Flocka.
Yep.
And yeah, and then but that's around the time like 808 Mafia was like starting to pop off. You know, like Lex Luger was a part of 808 Mafia, in like Southside. So I wanted to make those trap beats. You know.
Okay.
And so I just started looking up videos, and there really wasn't shit on there at the time. But I just started trying to get into it. I had a laptop I got when I was when I graduated 2012, and I just downloaded FL11 on there.
Okay, where'd you graduate from?
Walled Lake Central.
Oh yeah. When you graduated from just high school, right?
Yeah.
And did you go to college?
Yeah, I went to college and I dropped out of college.
All right.
Like 3 or 4 times.
What college? I think it's
OCC 3 times.
Oh shit.
Yeah, and then I actually went to school last year. I dropped out. It was the end of 2019. Yeah, end of 2019. I think. No, I'm sorry. 2020. End of 2020, I went to Schoolcraft.
Okay.
For sound recording technology.
Mm.
But I got an opportunity at the Hip Hop Lab with Lando Bando. He fucking opened up a studio and he was like, "Hey, I need an engineer. I need somebody."
Yeah.
Yeah, and that was that's sick though.
Wait, how'd you meet him though? So you did, unless you can't talk about it, I would love to dig into that.
No, for sure.
I mean,
fast forward though, like, and it was like 2018, I went to jail for like a year.
Okay.
Yeah, I went to jail and rehab for a year.
Oh,
and I met you while I was in rehab. You were doing the
I came
AA.
Yep.
You were doing the AA thing, and you were speaking. I remember I seen you there.
Sacred Heart?
Yeah. Remember it was the young people meeting.
Yeah, I remember all of them.
Yeah. So you were there, and I remember seeing you there. But that was when I was in rehab. It was kind of a shitty time, but
That place to me looks shitty. Sacred Heart.
Oh no! So I was at. Oh, you're talking about the.
Where were you? I've done a bunch of them.
I was at Turning Point in Pontiac.
Oh, okay. Yep. I spoke there.
But you know, it's good though because I was ready to get sober and I was ready for something different. And I really wanted to get into producing. I was thinking about the whole time I was in jail. Because right before I went to jail, I was like, I want to take this serious. Kept getting into trouble. But yeah, so I started making beats really heavy. They let me get my laptop in there.
In jail?
No,
in
rehab.
In rehab, yep.
Yeah, we finessed them to let us use my laptop to make a beat for this talent show thing that we were doing, and then after that, I was just like, "Yo, can I just make beats?" And like, they started letting me do it, which was like no one ever was able to do that.
Okay.
Which is sweet.
Fuck yeah.
But I was on my best behavior in there, so.
Because you were trying to change in there, right? Yeah.
Exactly.
I mean, that's the thing. Yeah. You wanted to live a different, or at least I guess a different potential. Maybe you knew you had a better potential outcome.
Yeah, I was like, all right, I'm just gonna put all my energy into producing.
Yeah.
And I came home and I was broke and I was living at my mom's, but I was making beats. I got like a couple jobs. You know, I got a job at this company, and we staged houses. Like, you know, when you're selling a house and they like have all the furniture in there and shit.
Yeah.
So like, that's what we did. You
guys did that?
Yeah, we literally we would buy furniture all the time from these like stores, and then because we'd have all these houses to do.
The model homes.
Yeah, basically. Well, I mean, whatever. Like if you're selling your house.
Oh,
you're selling your house.
I did not know people did that. No,
absolutely. Yeah,
I had no clue. Really?
Blew my mind. I didn't even know.
I did not know that at all, dude.
Yeah, we had a warehouse like full of furniture and different stuff, like paintings, everything. You know.
Yeah.
And we would we would go to these houses, wherever it was, whatever house is on the market, and we're just furnishing it like it's like someone's living in there.
Was it just like a rent center? Did you have to take it back out too after the house sold, and then they brought the?
Oh yeah. But it wasn't like a rent center though. Like nobody was renting it. It was all our stuff or the company's stuff, and we were just putting it in there. It's like, you're like sort of like leasing it or whatever. Like you charge certain price like to stage the house or whatever.
There wasn't two companies. There wasn't the company that like owned the warehouse of bullshit, and then like you guys wouldn't get contracted.
Oh, I don't know how other staging companies work, but as far as I know, and this is how we operated, it was a brick and mortar. You know, it was a family. You know, were like, we're gonna start a business. Like they used to own a franchise of like Wendy's and stuff, and they got out of that and they decided that they wanted to do this. So they got a warehouse, got a couple trucks that they were renting, and then just bought a bunch of furniture and started working with like realtors and private sellers, whatever. You know, it helps you sell a house, basically.
It's a good idea because you don't have to re-up on product, right?
No,
They
you
keep
do.
the product.
You do. Well, you get to reuse it though.
That's what I'm saying.
But
You're
when,
just
as
recycling.
as the business is growing, you do, like we were always buying stuff at like Salvation Army or whatever. You know, furniture stores.
For probably way cheaper than it's being staged for.
Oh yeah. Yeah, no, it's good. It's definitely good, you know. I mean, like all businesses, like there's risk and things go wrong, you know, but yeah, for sure.
All right.
Anyways, so I was doing that. And I wasn't getting any traction with music. I didn't really know what direction to go into. And like, I quit that job, and then I got into Logan Muncie got me into the union. That's where I was doing the tile stuff. I started doing tile. Well, I was doing masonry before I went to jail, but I got into the tile union, and I got this job, dude. And I fucking hated it, for real. I hated it.
I hear it's the worst.
Yeah, getting on your knees all the time,
all
bro.
Day.
It hurts, bro. Yeah, it hurts after a while. So I was miserable with that shit, but I was just listening to podcasts and listening to Joe Rogan and listening to like beat tutorials and producers and interviews with producers but anyways, I discovered Shitty Boyz, this group in Detroit. They're sick as fuck.
So when we say shitty, are we talking S-H-I-T?
S-H-I-T-T-Y.
Traditional shitty.
Yeah,
okay.
like shitty.
Uh-huh.
B-O-Y-Z.
Shitty
All
Boyz.
one word. Yes.
Shitty Boyz.
Shitty Boyz.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, there's Baby Tron, Stan Will, and TRD.
Okay.
And yeah, I don't know. They're up and coming. Tron's got like a lot of momentum right now. He just signed to Empire. So
I don't know what that record label is.
Yeah, Empire is. I think it's like an independent label, but they got a lot of people, like who do they have signed to them? They got a lot of people signed to them. They do a lot of deals, like Vezzo's had some deals with them. Like everyone's pretty much had deals with them. Like,
I fucking love
Filthy Rich is with them. Like it's crazy because a lot of artists that I've worked with are all signed to Empire. But not like I don't have any connection to Empire. Lando does, but I don't particularly.
You're a free agent, right? You're a free man out. Yeah, you're fucking.
Yeah, I'm not signed to anybody. I don't have like a publishing deal. I don't know if I want one. The terms would have to be good, and they usually aren't when you first get it.
You've done your research? I don't know.
I just know people that have deals and shit. I know people that are deeper into the music shit than I am.
What's like with I guess that's the grimy side of the music? Is that what people trying to squeeze every dollar? Have you seen that during this?
I've had artists not want to pay me for shit. And But I mean, that's why there's we have like Song Trust.
Is that a contract? A song trust?
No, they collect your royalties on your behalf, like it's sort of like BMI. I mean, you still want to register your work through BMI and everything, but that's how you're going to collect royalties. And ideally, it's always best to have a producer agreement, like a contract, a producer agreement, like split sheets and everything, like who's getting what or whatever. But at the end of the day, though, you still, as a producer, you still own half of the record, unless otherwise negotiated. Like if you negotiated, 3% on your publishing or whatever, like it depends, bro.
You're saying that this is like Michigan law or something. That this is like a
it's pretty standard across the board. Like let's say you're an artist, and you use my beat. Even if I like gave you the beat and I was like, yeah, you can have this. Like a verbal agreement doesn't matter. It doesn't account for anything.
Okay. Not
in the court of law. So whatever. I could have told you like you could use it for free or whatever. Like it doesn't matter. I'm still entitled to that. Like if I wanted to, I could come back and get that. I could get all of it. If you publish the music without my permission, I could. I'm pretty sure I could end up taking it all. let's say the record gets like huge.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yo, what the fuck? We getting on?
Mm-hmm. And they're like,
And
oh,
then
I
you're
don't
like,
know.
no, we're not trying to pay you.
Yeah, West Side.
Yeah,
I see that,
exactly.
yeah. All right.
But yeah, I mean, but shit gets greasy though, you know.
Yeah. But you know what's funny though?
Greasy.
Yeah, I can see that. But like you said, like if your contracts are squeaky, like on your end, it seems to me like they can say like, yeah, get paid, nigga, but like at the end of the day,
Oh yeah, but they
you're
know
gonna
that
get it off the
usually-
royalties, right?
So it's I still do that shit. I got records with bigger artists like, and we've never talked about a split sheet.
Oh yeah.
Some of them I've reached out and said something, but they were like, no, bro, or like, I won't name names of anybody,
Good.
but I've been told, oh, bro, like I can give you 20% or whatever, and then even that, like the conversation just stopped there, and like even if I tried to bring it up, like it was like they were just trying to see like what they could do, because that's Detroit, bro. Like
Yeah.
it's definitely different than industry. Like from what I hear, like people I know that have like industry placements or whatever, like it definitely is a little different. I mean, it's still like grimy in the industry, but like it's definitely a lot more professional. Detroit is just no man's land. Like
Oh yeah.
they're all just doing their thing like independent. So
They are. No
lot of
one
them
knows any of this except you, by the way.
well, they some
These
of the
niggas don't
artists
talk about
are
this
like
shit,
42 Doug. You know he's
Love
got,
him. Love him.
he's signed to a major label.
Didn't know. So he's
Bezzo was signed to Motown, Sada Baby was signed to Aslan, I think. I mean, it doesn't really matter like the details. I know that they've had some big deals or whatever, and then like other artists I know have deals with like Empire, like GT's got some deals with Empire, Tron's got some Empire deal.
Yeah.
Which aren't like they're not like full on like deals like the one like Tron has is like different. Like he's got a lot of wiggle room in his deal. Like
Okay.
I think they want like 5 albums out of him. I can't be specific. I've heard him talk about it. He's told me stuff, but I never really like asked them like details like that. You know what I'm saying? But,
And you know what? I'm gonna tell you something. You don't have to be right because we're just talking shit, buddy. And you already just said you don't know. So
Right.
fuck yeah. But all right, this is one thing I did want to ask though about that whole thing. So like, what would you believe? Because like, I feel that it's a trick almost in every instant to take whatever the first deal is. Like these artists, right? Like I don't know the percentages at all, so I'm gonna make fake stuff up.
right.
All right. So fucking, homeboy's like, you have to give us 5 albums. We're gonna give you $2.6 million up front if you give us the five albums over, I don't know, 6 years. 6 years of your life, right? Then you're a guaranteed $5 million. Okay.
Right.
But let's say overall these albums are like the baby status, so I'm assuming it's like touching like hundreds of millions in revenue, maybe not profits.
Not Detroit. Detroit's not really doing numbers like that. For real. Not for real.
So
We're not doing that. But
I don't really know what they're doing, but like, so I look at stuff online shit, right? Views, whatever, reach, like that fucking Coochie Down song, definitely.
oh yeah, Lion. Okay, I want to say like
That dude has
Y&J and like Rio are.
Oh, they are from
definitely
Flint. They're from.
Yeah, they're well, Y&J's from Beecher, which is next to Flint, but he's Beecher. Rio's from Flint. But yeah, I would say Flint though as a whole, like it's like Beecher, Flint, But those guys had some traction for Rio.
Yeah.
Rio, like I've been in the studio with Rio. We had between Primo and I, like we did 100 hours in the studio with him because Lando just hooked him up. He's like, I'm gonna give you 100 hours at the studio. So it's like every week, like 3 days in a row, like Primo or me is in the studio with him, like 8 to 15 hour sessions, like with all them, bro. Just like Peasy coming in, like everybody, Rio, like the whole squad, bro. RMC Mike, Crispy life, like everybody. That shit was crazy.
I don't know.
But to see his work ethic, though, man, like this is a guy who was getting millions of views, and he'd be getting millions of views on features. You know, when somebody pays for a feature,
yeah.
You know, like a lot of times those usually don't do well because maybe like that artist didn't put enough into promotion, and like they're just kind of piggybacking on. They're hoping like, oh, the artist's like name is gonna get me popping or something. But, like maybe their music sucks. But like this dude would make a shitty ass feature, still get like 1 million, bro, like or 500,000.
Like on an artist that was less like a lesser artist, you're saying?
Yeah, exactly. Like somebody that nobody knows about. Like I even had a song like I would usually he was hustling features, bro. This dude made a fucking $1 million on selling features. I swear to God, bro. I seen him and Lou Graham and a few other people like just pull out like $500,000 in cash, bro.
I love that.
Like Lou Graham just pulls out like $250K like cash, and then they're like, all right, let's put it together, and like they got this big ass fucking, you know.
I don't, but I dream about shit like it.
Yeah, bro. Great. Like this dude would be like, hey Danny, hey man, I'm about to do these features, bro. We do these features. Hey man, pull us some of them hard ass beats you got. And I'm like, all right, bet. Like I did anyways, I did a song for a feature for him. That bitch did almost 2 million. A feature. Nobody knew who this guy was. I mean, he was sweet though.
Yeah.
His name's expensive. Like he was hard, but like he wasn't popping like that, you know.
Yeah, but
that really like I was surprised, but it was a good song though. Like it was a good song. Expensive is definitely he's dope, but he's not like really well known or anything, you know. That it still did 2 million. So but Rio's something else though.
Yeah.
You know?
So where is Rio? Is Rio making music? What's going on?
He's locked up.
He's not around right now at the moment.
Yeah, he's in the feds.
Oh, snap.
Yeah.
All right. I hear that. I think I've heard them say that in their music many times.
Yeah, 46 months.
46 months.
Pretty sure it's 46, 44 months. Jeez. He might come back sooner than that, but it's a shame because it's a long time, bro. 3 years is a long time in the rap game. A year is, bro. But if you're not like established at all and you go away, bro, your career is probably done for.
It's rough.
Yeah. I'm not saying this about Rio though. I think, you know, it's tough to say, but I know the rap game's gonna be different by the time he comes home. But I do know like he's got hustle and he's like real as fuck and he's dope as fuck. So I can see him still doing something, signing artists, like getting back in the game and doing something with it. But some artists, bro, they never recover from that. So.
Yeah, I mean, like, what's his name? Where's Bobby Schmurder? I kind of felt like they were trying to hype him up, and I haven't seen nothing.
I know, like you might see some shit on like social media of him like flexing some shit,
but no music.
Where's I don't know. Music? I don't even know. I haven't even kept track of that, but I was wondering the same thing because like I feel like I would have heard like, oh yeah, this new Bobby Schmurder shit. Like, nothing, man.
Yeah.
If you look at the charts on Apple Music, like he's not on there.
You know, the whole thing is though, right? When you really want to break it down, it's like someone, the Baby, or like I'm just gonna throw other people out, Future, like crazy high level people, right? Like those positions that they're in, I'm gonna call it positions of power. Like they
for real, yeah, because they got your attention. Attention is power.
Yeah,
especially nowadays.
People do what they say, listen to their music, but. So those individuals, though, wouldn't you say they probably had to sacrifice a good amount on like the other end to even be there? Like they don't have a lot of freedom of speech, really. You know what I mean?
The rap game,
or do they? I don't know. I don't even know.
You know, I feel like rap was one of the last vestiges of hope with free speech. Because it's like you could say like damn near anything, and it's just like, oh yeah, it's just like rap. Like you or I couldn't just go and just be like. Call somebody like a fag or something. Ooh, you can bleep that out.
No, all right. If you want me to,
yeah.
I will.
Well, yeah, like I can't. We couldn't just be like.
Unless you're sucking a dick, you gotta suck a dick first. Then
right. Yeah. Like you could say that if you're riding for the team or whatever. Even then though, like you might.
I don't know.
Some flag for that.
Maybe.
But if you're on some shit like that, whatever. But like. Anybody else that says anything against some like shit like that or something about like all like something like towards women or something whatever's not socially acceptable, you get canceled, bro. Deplatformed. They're gonna try to find out where you live and harass you. Like they're gonna try to find out where you work or whatever.
Dox you.
Yeah, like it's crazy, bro. Like, and that's like they can't get violent. Well, they will get violent with you if they can, but if they can't, they're gonna try to do anything to just stop you from eating, bro.
Yeah.
But in rap, it was kind of like you could get away with saying shit like that. Like you could call somebody a fag or like
You could
fuck this bitch. Like I'm gonna get this money or like I fucking gave this bitch, I laced this bitch or whatever. Like crazy shit, right? We can agree it's like crazy shit or whatever.
The song "Kim" by Eminem, even in the '90s, what was that, or 2000s?
Oh yeah, early '90s or late '90s or late '90s or early 2000s.
It's so violent. You picture it, and the feet out of the trunk. That was on his cover.
But back then, all right, so that was controversial back then. For sure.
It was, yeah, he was.
But it was. I feel like
the biggest album in the world at the time.
Yeah, and like I think now though it's just getting like weird. Like I was into skateboarding growing up and shit.
Tony Hawk, Pro Skater 1. Did you play?
Yeah, hell yeah, I played all those games.
I listened to that whole soundtrack the day I fucking worked, bro. Or yesterday at work, yeah. Yeah,
all
crazy.
Allegedly,
by the way. I wasn't really listening. Allegedly. Maybe I wasn't allegedly.
Everything's alleged.
Yeah.
Exactly. There's no proof. Yeah. Just because I said
it. Yep.
No, for real though, even like skateboarding is getting like out of hand, like with the wokeness and everything, with all the. I mean, you just nowadays like you just can't say or do shit.
I say whatever the fuck I want, friend.
Hell yeah,
listen though. I agree with you. Like, so here's the thing though. I'm kind of like, well, I don't know. I like to think in my mind I would say whatever I want if I was like white and shit like that. But like, I'm not just black, but like my dad is white and we're Dominican, so we're Hispanic and black.
Right. Okay.
And fucking.
Yeah.
I kind of just got a lot of free room.
So is he white and Dominican or is he?
Like just Dominican? My dad is white as in white Irish. He went to Notre Dame.
Oh,
my mom is Dominican, but she's yeah, but she's darker than me, or she's darker than fucking night, dude. My mom's like dark, and
so you're like a whole mixture though. You're like so Dominican is like is black, but you're like Hispanic as well.
Yeah,
there's
it's a Caribbean island, right?
Yeah.
So it shares an island with Haiti, and but it was taken over by the Spaniards, and I think it's like 70 to 40% black. So there's Taino Indian mixed with black mixed with Spaniard.
Oh my god, yeah, that's like a combination, bro.
yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
But I can see though if you ain't like Bill Burr, is that his name? Yeah, Bill Burr. He's a comedian, right?
Yeah.
He says a lot of wild shit. If you look at him, you're like, how is he getting away with this? But it's because he's been busting nuts in a black wife for fucking like 25 years. Like he's got black kids.
Okay,
so,
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
he does have a black wife.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Like, can you get canceled though? Like, can he get canceled? I feel like
he can't because of the whole thing.
I know, isn't it weird how people are about that shit though? Like,
that's the dumb shit.
That's the part. This is the weird shit to me. Whenever I hear a white girl say the N-word, and I do, not all the time. I used to hear it more, but I do. You'll see it on social media, like. But I'm like, I mean, I know why they're getting away with it because they're getting dicked down.
Because you're talking about the white. Yeah, you're talking about the white girl that's in the black culture with the black.
Yeah, but she's also like, she'll be like, all like Black Lives Matter and all this stuff, right? And then I'm like, but then you're saying the N-word. I'm like, and you're getting away with it. I'm like, what the fuck? Not that I'm not encouraging it. I think it's cringy. I think it's like weird. I'll hear that and I'm just like, why are you saying that, bro? Like, it's just weird to me, bro.
Yeah.
Why are you saying it?
I don't know. I guess it all depends on the context, right? Because
no, I understand. I understand that like she might not be saying it directly, in a racist way or to demean somebody.
No. Yeah.
But it's just like it's just weird to me.
Yeah, like I don't think it's right for her to do it, I guess. But I do really think that it's got to be more nuanced because it's situational.
I think I like nuance. I like nuance. Yeah. I'm totally a nuanced person, bro, for real. And the thing is, I like that we're able to say that.
Yeah.
I'm not going to use certain words, but I like the idea of that I can say those words if I want to, and I'm not going to go to prison or something.
Yeah, like I think people forget that, like, what is it? The double I forget. It's like the Lawyers for Freedom of Speech, right?
Uh-huh.
Their first case was KKK members, like these Jewish men, right? They were like, yeah, we gotta support these guys because they know the facts that if you don't support speech that you don't like, they're gonna come for the speech you do.
Exactly. Yeah.
You gotta have it all free.
Yeah, I know, and it is whether it's fucked up or not. I mean, yeah, you don't have to agree with it, but it's got to be free because then somebody gets to decide what is, and that's where it's dangerous.
Dude, yeah. So, I don't know if I've asked though. What are you? Are you Chaldean? Are you Middle Eastern? Are you?
No, I'm Italian. Bro.
You're Italian.
Yeah.
Ah.
Although, my sister did the DNA test, like 23andMe, yeah, and what the fuck? I don't even remember what's on there, bro. But I'm majority like 70-something% Italian.
That's a high amount.
And then there's like I don't even remember what the rest of it was.
Unimportant, anyways. Doesn't even matter.
She was all right. Those were her results, but I'm assuming that we're blood sister, brother and sister. So
yeah,
I'm just assuming that I'm the same shit.
I guess they do come a little bit different. I guess, but who cares? The same shit.
Right, yeah.
You know what I mean? You can't put the same fucking parents, same shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just want to. So the freedom of speech thing, it just makes me think about like what's going on in where the fuck is it? Afghanistan right now. You know, because like I just remember like maybe 8 years, maybe 10 years. I'm old as fuck. I don't really remember no more. But the Taliban was a term for a terrorist group.
Oh yeah.
I'm being blunt. I'm not saying they're terrorists. I'm saying it was a term on TV.
Yeah.
As a terrorist group. And now it's a term as like as a government.
Yeah, I know.
Have you noticed that? Well, they won from terrorism? They did so much terror they won?
Yeah, it is pretty crazy.
But they don't have freedom of speech there, is what I was saying. Like,
right, yeah, no, they definitely don't.
Yeah.
They don't have a lot of freedoms.
Dude. They, like, to me, they seem like a gang. The Taliban videos, they seem like a gang, like every other gang, right?
I've watched videos, like, here's the thing, like, you ever go on, like, Best Gore or something?
Oh, I've gone deep.
Yeah. I would watch those videos at, like, 4 a.m, having work the next day, like, when I was working a job, and then just being like, is there something wrong with me? Like, is there something wrong with me, like, that I'm watching this?
What makes you think that, though?
I would watch videos of them like literally sawing someone's head off. Like they're on Facebook Live. Like it's like somebody screen recording a Facebook Live of them holding their hair and they're still alive and they're just sawing their head off.
Yeah, it's like the cartel. Yeah, it's like picture the quota. That's like you hear this.
Man, or like setting people on fire. Like it's real. It's real death videos. Like these were real. You sound like you're like, oh yeah.
You want to know what's funny? I kind of am, and this is what I want to bring up because you're like, there's something wrong with me. So we
all have. I'm sorry, I'm cutting you off.
No. I mean,
I was gonna say, I wouldn't say there's anything inherently wrong with somebody looking up videos like that because we all have this. There's a morbid curiosity. I mean, I was upset watching some of those videos, but I still was drawn to it.
Yeah.
But I try not to watch that shit very much anymore because it like does mess with my head or whatever, and I'll think about it all day.
Yeah.
And when I see him now, I'm a little like desensitized. But
that's what I've noticed.
But I'm not laughing at it or I'm like, oh yeah, I'm not happy about it. Like if you see like a kid dying or some shit.
Oh no. Even when I've like spent hours watching the type of gore videos you're speaking of, I'm not laughing. I'm just in it, you know? Yeah. And that's what I was going to say. I think I watch them because I'm afraid of those things happening to me. My mortality.
I know. It brings that, you do have that fear. Like, you'll start thinking about it. Like, oh, shit.
So you want to see it, too. You're like, oh, let me just see this shit so I can, you know.
Prepare for it.
Yeah. Like, the least amount of fear is fucking possible. But,
I don't know if that could prepare you for one of those situations.
I don't even know. I don't know. I've died. Actually, no, I've died clinically once. Where I like woke up on.
What happened?
Oh, I shot up. I thought it was heroin, but it was like this was early though, before fentanyl was like killing everyone, and it was fentanyl though. It was like very, very gray, and I was alone in my trailer at the time, and
Oh, that's the worst. You're alone.
I was alone, I know. So I shot it, and I was like, man, this is the best fucking shit. And then I woke up in the ambulance, and it was because this fucking little fucking neighbor kid, not too little, he's like 13, like came over and found me, and then I don't really know after that, but
How the fuck did he get in your house?
Oh, because I sold him weed.
Oh yeah, okay,
yeah,
so
yeah, I sold him
just,
weed.
like, knocking on it.
Yeah.
He would come over to like buy some weed from you.
Yeah,
and then he's like, this dude's like dead.
Yeah, I expected my door to be open because I expected to be up, you know?
Yeah.
So that was the only like technical death I've had besides like DMT experiences, which aren't death.
No.
Those
are cool though.
I've lost heartbeat for 4 minutes from crack overdose. But the heroin was but what I was gonna try to say is the ones where I actually died, there was never anything. It was always sleep.
Yeah, it's like it's blank.
For me, I've never.
Okay.
I'm just saying. So far, it's been blank, like sleep every time. I didn't even know.
Isn't that kind of crazy?
But I would say DMT's like tied to our death.
That's what they say, and I always felt like because I've done it a handful of times, and I can remember a couple specific times. Like, let me just say one specific time.
All right.
Where I broke through, like really, really broke through. And it was like when I took a shit ton of like 2C or something, or like LSD. I took like a fuck ton of acid one time, like probably like 50 hits. And every one of those times, it was like a near death. It was like I was dying or some shit. It was weird. But the DMT experience, I literally felt like I was dying. And it wasn't like I was a little scared, but it wasn't like I was like fighting. I kind of felt it felt good. But that's the only thing that I could explain. It was like I died.
Like you died.
And I felt like I literally died. I was like going into the ground, and I was like decomposing and turning into the grass. Like it's weird. It's really weird.
Yeah. Yeah.
Someone's gonna probably like someone who's never done this shit is gonna look at, like hear me, and they're gonna be like, "You're nuts."
But a lot of people have done. A lot of people have heard it. But the biggest thing I thought was interesting I ever felt on DMT was a shared DMT experience, and that's when I.
And what was that? Was that with while you were with somebody doing it together?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We fucking. It was me and my friend Pat. We took this girl's stuff, right? Like a game, if you will, of hide and seek. But we were going to eat it all after we seeked. So we took all her stuff and fucking. We literally took her bag too. So we had her artwork, and she was this fucking chemist hippie bitch, right?
Right.
We took all her drugs. We smoked her DMT, and then we saw her visions before we ever looked at the artwork, and we both saw them. We both started.
Like you saw the art that she in the bag that was in the bag or whatever.
Yeah, like as entities that were so mad about.
Yeah, like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
What the fuck is wrong with you guys?
This is awful.
Yeah, like oh, you're gonna steal your way into heaven. It was horrible, bro.
So it was sort of like a eye-opening experience for you, though, where you were like kind of being introspective, like, oh, what am I doing?
Oh yeah, completely. And I asked her for forgiveness many times. Try to give her stuff back. Like nothing ever worked.
Well, sometimes I've noticed that too. I've done some pretty bad things before. Probably not as bad as some people, but I've done some shitty things. I've lied. I've stolen. I've done some shitty things before in the past.
Yeah.
And tried to, thought about it a lot while I was in jail. I remember thinking like he was eating at me alive. All the things that I did.
Oh, jail. That's when it really gets you. You're right. Oh, I forgot.
But the other time I was in jail, the first time I went to jail, the other times I went to jail, like I would think about that stuff, but my mind was like, I wasn't trying to.
Were those the little times?
Trying to change. What's that?
Were they the little times?
I did like 5 months one time. I did like 3 months.
Ooh.
I did another 90 days. I did like a 45-day, like just whatever. And then this time I did like 7.5 months.
Yeah.
So it's almost a year.
You did the county year. Were you a trustee?
And then I did the rehab for 3 months after that. I was trustee at near like the end because I was doing like a program that's how I got out 7.5. Like I did this cognitive behavioral program. My judge was like, so I was like, yo, I have a drug problem. I was trying to get like no jail time. But he's like, yeah, for sure, yeah, no. I'm gonna give you a county year though. Yeah, you can do these programs. sure. Oh yeah, you can go to rehab, but it's gonna be after you go to jail. I'm like, oh shit. I thought I was gonna like I was trying to weasel my way into like telling him I had like this drug problem, which I want to say I sort of did though. I did.
You did have a drug problem.
I did have a drug problem,
Yeah.
but I wasn't like I wasn't shooting up. But
Yeah,
here's the thing
yeah.
with drug addiction is like you don't have to be the worst case scenario to have a problem, and like
that's
I
the
think,
worst case scenario. That's the worst case.
It is.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Yeah, actually, yeah. So I did. I had a drug problem. I just didn't want to fucking. Anyways, I mean, we don't have to go into that. I was doing perks and Xans and alcohol, and it was like I would just always do the most, bro.
Yeah.
So I for sure had a problem, and I was being a shitty person. So, but when I was in jail that time, I really wanted to change, and I remember like just sitting there like, all right, so what the fuck? I need to do something different. Like there's something like I was actually coming to terms with when you do something bad and you're like just blaming everyone else or whatever.
Oh yeah.
There's like when you're in the midst of that, you're doing bad shit, and you obviously aren't gonna be like, oh damn, that was really bad. Let me just go take the shit back to them. Let me just tell the truth. Like it was like lied, But anyways, I did the same thing. Like where I tried to reach out to a couple people about some, hey, I'm really sorry, and like they did not take to it very well.
Yeah.
But that's the reality of it.
This young lady never forgave me. She never forgave Pat, and then I'm pretty sure she actually ended up taking her own life.
No.
Yeah.
Not over that though.
I don't think so. It's not like she wrote a letter like,
it wasn't like,
in P.S. when I was 8 years ago.
No, she was just going through problems and like
no.
of her own.
And when I say killed herself, I really mean that she drank herself to death.
Oh.
Like her mom
She did
kill
die.
herself. She did die. No, she's dead, yeah. But from drinking.
Yeah.
But we were all drug addicts. She drank when I met her.
Well, yeah, no, it wasn't your fault.
I don't think so. I would say it. No. I would openly say if I thought it was my fault.
Yeah. And you do feel bad though. You feel like you kind of wish you could have like.
Oh my God.
You feel like you could have like mended that relationship maybe.
I tried everything every year, every time. Because she was such a sweet girl. This is the thing. We thought that it was justifiable because she didn't want to fuck with us no more.
Like.
She didn't want to do business with us anymore.
Like business, like
make money
fuck
together.
You guys?
No. No, she fucking was like a chemist. She was like a really smart college student. So she like made a bunch of stuff,
Yeah, right, yeah.
But the only reason she didn't want to fuck with us is just because she found a better person. Not because we did anything wrong.
Right, yeah.
And we were demons. So when we heard that, we were like, what?
She was buying or selling?
Specifically, she did not want to buy one thing from us anymore. But we still wanted to get stuff from her, but she didn't want to get this one thing. But, picture it would really cut the price down when we got from her.
Right, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Damn, okay.
Yeah.
Shit.
But the moral of the story is, ladies and gentlemen, you don't want to take stuff from people.
Oh yeah, for sure.
That's really it.
I definitely, I'm definitely like a way different person than I used to be, but I could definitely empathize it's like with you like on that tip. Like we both met like not being in the best places. So
I was being in heroin, doing drugs. Fucking drug addict.
And it's crazy though. Like shout out to everybody that has made it, and everybody that hasn't made it though. Too.
Yeah, 8 years. Yeah, motherfucker. Or 9 years. 9 years no heroin, and 5 years no crack, bitch. Which were my drugs. Those were the drugs I did. I mean, I did all the other pills you just said.
I was an opiate addict though. I was like, I was drinking lean, and then eventually like lean was expensive. So
and you didn't shoot either. You were like. You were in the party scene, but you overconsumed and you did heroin. I think. Did you? Or did you just do pills?
I was doing like Roxy's and shit like that.
Synthetic.
Yeah. Heroin. And like Norcos, like all that.
I don't know. I really don't know.
Just like
I was so fucked up. I thought everybody was doing what I was doing, bro. I don't even have a clue.
Well, that's the thing is like some of our like mutual friends like got into like doing meth and shit. I never even tried it. I never even did it.
I tried it, dude. I wanted to get into it. It looked like a good time.
unless like I took it on accident, possibly like doing an e-pill or something, like I can't say that I did it.
I did it. I 100% did it. But I did. But what I noticed every time I tried it, like I felt like I was gonna have a heart attack, like right away. Like really? I felt like chest pain. Whoa. Yeah. I remember I did it upstairs at OZ's house. And I felt my heart go doo-doo, and I said, I gotta go.
I remember. That place gave me like the shadiest vibes, bro.
Yeah.
Well, I paid him like 2 months of rent and never moved in there.
Oh, thank God.
And I just paid it to him, and then I was like, yeah, bro, like, I don't think I'm moving in. Yeah, he like had the money and everything. Like, I'm like, just keep it.
I mean, it was great when they started, and then it ended so bad.
Yeah, well, because it was about like music and shit. They were like trying to do like the music thing.
Yeah,
he's pretty smart, you know. Like he's pretty self-sufficient. I think like he really he set up everything, like the little studio downstairs, like built the walls and everything, and didn't quite finish it all the way.
I don't know.
But I think what happened was like they got carried away. Like
I left. I was gone. I fucking dipped, bro. The money was gone. I was gone, dude.
Oh,
yeah, dude.
Yeah, I was gone too.
But I was gonna say though, he's still trying to do the same thing and whatever, and like building a studio and blah blah blah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he loves it. He loves that whole thing with rap and hip hop and whatever. And Muncie too. Like what they do is not like the Detroit style. What they do is like not dancey. Like the Detroit, I love both of their music. I like the Logan stuff when I want to go jog. But when I want to fuck a like thick black ass bitch, bro. Like I mean like East Side. I want like the Detroit shit. I want Sada Bay. You can dance to any of their music. That's what people don't realize.
Yeah, you can.
And it's like murder shit. Like they're like killing with my gun, but it's like you can fuck to this. I love it.
Yeah, you could. You can party. You could party like you could party at a house party for that shit.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's the best. But I wanted to say you want to do your plugs, dude? Where can people find you? Because this is about to be the end of the Randy Savagery show. I hope you guys enjoyed.
Oh yeah, Instagram, DannyG_beats, with the S, BEATS, and that's the same on Twitter. I'm not about to plug my Facebook because
you don't even use it, right?
Not for real.
Fuck that.
Not for real.
All right, so you guys know where to find me at Randy Savagery Show on Spotify or on anywhere you find like podcast shit, Apple Playlists, anything like that. Or go ahead and find me on Twitter at Randy Savagery Show /Twitter.com. All right. And peace. Have a good day.
Later. Shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like we could have talked more about the music, but it's all good.
Oh, I think that you're right.